and bypass middle lane for the moment. Faith a little slower. Nope, never mind. Not going to bypass. They're going to loop around. Let's see if Chuan wants to go for the dive behind, and he's going to have a chance to as S4 is shoved a bit far back. He's got 1 point in acid spray and 1 in unstable concoction. Ferrari has Faith right down in the river below him. And here we go. There's the unstable concoction on the S4 acid sprays. Their arrow, though, does end up missing. And here comes EGM to try and help things out. Chuan all of a sudden is going to be hit with a fissure, but S4's on the wrong side of it. Tower damage, doing nice damage to Chuan, and he should end up cleaned up and will, as EGM in the right place at the right time has been hanging around mid to try to respond.
Alliance from farming, or not farming, pushing.
Right now, the Bear leading the way. We could have a major 5-man engagement here if they decide to go ahead and bring it out for the moment.
EGM is coming down. I'm not sure. IG may anticipate the blink deck on him, but if they don't, that Echo Slam is going to be huge.
And S4 is actually going to have to go ahead and back out as his mana was low. Here comes Ferrari from behind. He's going to blink it. He got a 3-man clap and the split to follow. Mech's going to be used. They're going to be able to catch one. There's the arrow that connects with Bulldog as well. S4 back into the fight, and the Ice Path right back out. Tries to turn this around in Alliance. Looked like they were in trouble, but taking a fight under their own tower. EGM able to make it away. It's 2-0 so far. The Doom onto Loda feels irrelevant. They will be able to... No, can't get the Earth Panda before he drops, but they do manage to clean up yet another. So 3-0 exchange.
Right. They force Alliance into playing on their own half of the map. Doesn't really seem as if Alliance cares, though, as they push down the middle lane.
Yeah, they're going to go ahead and try to bring down the tier 1. Blink up to the high ground. YYF's there. He's going to go ahead and BKB and Doom on Loda. There's a stomp to follow. Face right there above him. There's going to be an Ice Path to catch a shot from the bottom, though. S4 doing what he can, but now here comes Ferrari. Does not have split on ready. S4 does end up dropping. Now Ake's trapped in. No, never mind. Thought the creeps are going to block him in. Instead, EGM taking a lot of damage from the BKB to Razor. That's going to be a 1-0. They almost got Faith behind the fight, but looks like IG not wanting to hang around and wait to see how the rest of it's going to play out. EGM throws a fissure uphill, catches 2, and the Ice Path is right there as well. Dual Breath going to slow them both down, but Alliance taking their time and not wanting to
really do anything other than run around with the Radiance, and of course they killed Loda and then they just ran on through Alliance lab and picked off S4 on the Tinker.
We can see the Brewmaster is set up over in the woods. He's going to have his split up in just a moment. Alliance is grouped together quite a bit. Tier 2 in mid, down to about half health. Let's see if IG wants to fight this. Ulti is now up on Razor again as well.
Really?
Yep, here it is. Clap with the split to lead things off. Ake's going to end up dropping. His level death finishes him off. Bulldog next on the list, and he's going to take his fill. Zai there, trying to use his static link to siphon damage. Load actually whiffs on the Gale, so Zai not so slowed down at all except from the Poison Touch. Does get off the Poison Nova, but in the meantime, he's cornered out and Faith helping peck away on him as Ferrari even gets in the mix. That's going to be 4-0 that time. So IG able to take advantage of Alliance, and that just goes to
now. But on the other hand, Alliance, they're not really in a hurry. They can keep on playing this kind of push style and just make sure that they get some sort of item progression. Now they're trying to pick off YY.
Very quick BKB. And Alliance not wanting to engage directly into it. Has some help there. Oh, they do a beautifully shot with the fissure and the Ice Path to follow up. He's going to just go ahead and BKB and teleport away.
Oh!
No! Gets hit by the Entangle as Bulldog rushes in. Sometimes it's better to be lucky than good, but sometimes it's better to be both as Bulldog gets the shot off and secures the kill. He's down for 50 seconds now, and the tier 2 bottom is likely to be the prize for that shot there.
And that's exactly what Alliance needed, a bit of luck. That entangling clause on the Razor, first hit entangle.
What first shot, man. It's the pro roots, dude. That's, yeah, those of us who are not professional players know the only time you root is against Jungle Cruise. But anyway, down at bottom, the tier 3 still under assault. It's going to be 20 seconds till the Razor's back up. And nope, they're going to go ahead and initiate out. There's an Ice Path to try and slow this down, but Bulldog's in a lot of trouble. Ends up dropping, as well as Loda, who was way too far forward. Ake now spotted uphill. He'll be tossed in the air. EGM does manage to make it away, but Ake now caught by YYF and the rest of the Pandas as he is down 2. That's going to be 3-0. So Alliance, uncharacteristic, I would even. Bit of a tenuous situation in terms of being able to respond. It's going to be the pipe now done on Bulldog as well. However, Roche is going down slowly. There is a ward here from IG, and yeah, they have to know what's going on now.
Yeah,
they will go ahead
have everything ready. They're going in with the pieces of the Moon ultimate, and YYF leading the charge.
Up here we go. Jumps right in. There's the Doom on the Bulldog. They need to bring him down fast. There's going to be an Ice Path and a Fissure trying to slow down the advance of IG. March of the Machines and Macro Pyre deployed to make this a very volatile battlefield for IG. They're falling back and actually doing a fairly nice job of kiting this out. They lose Bulldog nonetheless, and now Zai up there with the mech, getting everyone healed up. Loda's certainly going to die behind this. There's the rock thrown from Ferrari from behind. And in the meantime, oh, can they catch S4? It's going to be so close. Comes back out. No, he's going to be hexed. As S4 now looking to go to work on him. Here comes Ake to try to help out. YYF there with the Shiva's guard, though, and Ferrari just too tanky. Ake ends up being cornered out. Hits a two-man ice path. Don't know that it's going to matter in the end, though. As, yeah, he's going to be 3 down now for Alliance, and IG lost no one. Here comes EGM, and he may end up just feeding himself here. Hit from behind, and Ferrari chases him uphill. That's a gem on the ground. They didn't even spot. They're more interested in making it a 5-man wipe. S4 wiped down 22-9.
Oh.
Gonna catch.
Gonna make it out?
Nope. Ake caught and hexed. Here's Chuan as well. The Bear's there. He's gonna get the stun off on the Bulldog. This is gonna turn into a big fight. YYF's there to clean it up with a level death. Now the Bear left behind. There's a split from Ferrari. They're gonna chase him right into the Roche pit. Loda's been doomed right after he got off the Poison Nova. He's just gonna try to run. Bulldog trying to hang out in the back. There's the refresh doom onto Bulldog in the arrow. Catches Loda on the high ground. Bulldog next. S4 doing what he can from the high ground, but it just doesn't matter. Ferrari manages to track him down and uses the split, but now trapped inside the woods. EGM still hanging around the outside. It's a Doom's picked up his, for example. But if they could just keep Alliance bottled up, their lead is so huge, just going to continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger.
And what is YYF even going to build now? Is he going to build a Siphon Vice or a Aghanim Scepter? Is he going to go for some huge damage item? Because he's actually full inventory. He needs to sell his Hand of Mighties. He's sitting on 4k gold. He might even just go for a heart. There's already an Assault Press up on Chuan, so there's no reason for him to go for that item.
The siege of the tier 3 is now on. There's going to be a fissure. They actually managed to catch Zai. There's the Force Staff to get him back to safety, so he'll be able to heal up. And now Ferrari engaging with the BKB. We'll go ahead and split Chuan. BKB and running through as well. Doom onto S4. There's going to be the rock. They want to track him down. Ake hits an ice path, though. And Loda tossed into the air. They're chasing them all the way back to the fountain. Can't fountain dive him quite at this moment. But S4, they really want to try to get this kill. In the meantime, Zai could end up dying. He's leeching damage from the Bear. Ends up having the Aegis popped off. They've lost 2 now, as they end up losing Ferrari and a bit of over-aggressiveness. And they're going to lose Razor as well. So diving way too deep. And
this was just, and the Mirana, this is just overextension.
What?
This situation, but you can also see the coordination between them and how well they play.
Well, they're able to catch out one more that time. As the blink ahead. And the pick off the Shaker, who was just kind of hanging off to the side. This tower melts very quickly. As Zai with that ultimate doing massive to these structures. The rack should be cleaned up really easily. Let's see how much they want to press this. They can rotate the top and will. It's going to be 20 seconds until Bulldog's back up. It's going to be 30 until Tinker is back up. No buyback on either of those heroes. Actually, no, Bulldog does have buyback, but not going to expend it so far. So this is going to be 2 racks down. Loda comes in, gets up the Poison Nova, but hexed out and cleaned up immediately. And there's a buyback from Loda that time. We may.
It actually deals a lot of damage to Poison Nova combined with the Veil of Discord. They tick down pretty fast considering how big of an item advantage they have with BKBs and hearts on them. They're still losing a lot of damage.
Yep.
Had there been a Tinker available in this fight? Oh, and Ferrari again.
Thinking about engaging. Has split if he needs it. Used his BKB, and now he's going to go ahead and split as they try to reinitiate. Chuan's there to try and fight it out. EGM caught from behind, hit with the rock. The burn damage is there. And YYF comes in with the Shivas and a BKB of his own. Shaker ends up going down. He's not going to have buyback available. And the rest of IG may just fight this. Bug's now locked down and cleaned up. And this is most likely arcing towards a conclusion as Loda is doomed, hiding behind his own tier 4 as IG. Not carrying anything, so kind of irrelevant. Here we go. Alliance down to their last stand. Ice Path shot, and Zai caught with the macro pyre down. He's going to BKB and try to go ahead and retreat out. EGM through a fissure that kind of blocked any kind of engagement of IG trying to crack high ground. Zai will be forced that back after being caught with Root. So for the moment, Alliance able to delay the siege. Here we go again. IG rushing up ground, and we see Ferrari has actually used split, but not having the biggest effect this time. Left mostly by himself. There's going to be a Doom on the Loda as YYF BKB's in, and Chuan is there to try and chase them back as well. Now using the Shivas, Loda doing what damage he can. S4 uses his BKB, and Alliance just being kited all around. We can see the Aegis will once again be lost by the Razor. Ferrari reassembles and is actually eating a lot of damage as he's been hexed as well. And they're really doing a decent job of holding this together. 1 down on each side so far. Chuan, though, finally helping to clean things up. Has the Abyssal. EGM going to drop quick, fast, and in a hurry. And Bulldog's next on the list. He's chopped down. Buyback from S4. GG called. So IG and Alliance in a